Hello, dear students. Let's see control structures in C under which we will learn how to create loops. The first kind of loop that we will learn is for loop. Now, what happens in programming, as you all know, many times, we want to repeat certain set of statements. Let's say we have some four statements and we want to repeat these statements. We want to repeat these statements some n number of times. Whenever we want to repeat certain statements, we will use for loop, or we will use while loop or do while loop. There are three ways given in C language to create loops. The first and the simplest one is the for loop. Now let's see syntax of the for loop, how to write for loop. Now whenever you write for, it is followed by, always followed by bracket. And within the bracket, there are two semicolons always. This is within the brackets, two semicolons, and the three parts which separate this semicolon are initialization, followed by semicolon, followed by condition, followed by a change. Then there is an optional brace open and brace close. You see this? There is a brace open and brace close for the for, within which we write statement A, statement B, statement C, or any number of statements that are to be repeated by this for. In a simple sense, this for will repeat these set of statements again and again and again. But let's see what this initialization, condition, and change mean by using a very, very simple example. Here we go. In this example 1, as you see, we have a variable x whose value is not yet known. But then there is a for loop here. And the first portion, which I am now underlining, is called initialization. So we say x, which is a variable, has been initialized to value 1. Now after initialization, always, check my words, always the condition is checked, the second portion. This condition is literally checked. This condition is checked by putting the value of x and checking the condition. Now what's the value of x right now? It is 1. And we are asking, is this value of x less than or equal to 10? And it is. 1 is less than 10. So the condition is true. Now as the condition is true, the statement that we have written inside the for will run. Just check the rule. The for loop will always check the condition. If the condition is true, then the statement written inside the for loop will execute. And what is the statement doing? It is just printing the value of x, isn't it? And x at the moment is 1. So in the output, you will get 1. Now what? This printf has got executed, isn't it? Now the for loop will go and increase the value of x. Just check this part, x plus plus. You all know that x plus plus means x becomes x plus 1. So x, which was 1, will no more remain 1, but the new value of x will become 2. Now what? After the increment, for loop will recheck the condition. And remember, if the condition is true, only then this loop will repeat, or only then the loop will execute the statement. So if this condition is rechecked again, note the condition is x less than or equal to 10. But the value of x this time is 2. And 2 is indeed less than or equal to 10. Condition is true. Hence, the statement printf, which we have written inside the for loop, will run. And the statement is going to print value of x, which is 2. So in the output, at the moment, we have got 1 and 2. Okay, what happens after printf? After printf, again the control will go to x plus plus. So x, which was 2, will now become 3. X will be increased by 1. What happens after x plus plus? Yes, the condition is rechecked. The condition this time is x still less than or equal to 10? But notice that the value of x is this time 3. and 3 is indeed less than or equal to 10. So hence the printf statement runs and it prints the value of x, which is 3. After that, x plus plus will make x equal to 4, and this goes on. So what's really happening? I'll just clean the slate. What's really happening is first initialization was done. So x became 1, then condition was checked. Remember, after initialization, always condition is checked. And condition was true because 1 is less than 10, less than or equal to 10. So the statement runs, which outputs the value of x is 1. But after x is printed, x plus plus will make x as 2. After x becomes 2, condition is checked. The condition is 2 less than or equal to 10, because now x is 2, which is still true. So the statement printf x, that is 2, will get printed. After that, x plus plus will make x as 3, and again the condition is tested, which is 3 less than or equal to 10, which is again true. So 3 will be printed, and this goes on. What will happen certainly is that this loop keeps repeating, and a stage reaches when x becomes 9. Let's say x becomes 9. So now the condition tested is, please give me some time, wait a minute, I'll just erase a few things. Imagine x is this time 9. If x is 9, then the condition tested is 9 less than or equal to 10, which is true. So as the condition is true, 9 will get printed. Correct? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 has got printed. But after that, x plus plus will make x as 10. This time again the condition is tested, but 10 less than or equal to 10 is still true. Although 10 less than 10 is false, but 10 equal to 10 is true. So this statement printf again runs, printing the value 10 on the screen. What happens next is interesting. After 10 gets printed, x plus plus, this x plus plus will make x as 11. Now when x becomes 11, the condition is tested again, and we check, is this value of x, which is 11, value of x is this time 11, isn't it? Is that value still less than or equal to 10? But 11 is neither less nor equal to 10, it is greater than 10. So this condition happens to be false. Remember, if the condition becomes false, the for, which was repeating this section, you see, will break. The for loop will break, and control will jump out of the for loop, and next line will run. Whichever next line you have written after the for will run. We can say that this printf executed for all values of x ranging from 1 to 10. It's so easy, you can read it like that. But value of x every time increased by 1 due to x plus plus. I hope you have understood the first explanation. Output of this is all values from 1 to 10. So just check the second code. What will happen here? You can see there is some change made in the syntax of the for. You know, for has three portions. First is the initialization, second is the condition, and third is the change. But you note that initialization has not been given here. There is a simple reason for this. You see this, that we have declared the value of x as 1 already over here. Now, if you know as a programmer that x is already 1, what's the sense in writing the for loop as for x equal to 1, where earlier itself you have made x equal to 1? So you can save your work. Rather, you can just get away with this initialization. You don't have to write x equal to 1 again, although you can write. You can write, obviously, x was 1 and it will remain 1 if you write x equal to 1. But there is no need. In that case, what you can do is, you can say, okay, I don't bother about initialization, but x less than or equal to 10 should be the condition, and x should increase by 1 every time. Isn't it so? But you notice, although you are not giving initialization, you still have to give semicolon. The grammar of the for says that there should be two semicolons, in which the first semicolon should be preceded by initialization. Although you are not giving initialization, you should still give a semicolon and then the other two parts. So what will be the output of this? Obviously, it will be 1 to 10 because x begins with 1 and x goes up to 10 and x plus plus. So again, the output will be 1 to 10. Let's observe the third example. In the third example, you can see that we have already initialized x as 1. So we have dropped down the initialization part, but semicolon should be still given. We have said x should be less than or equal to 10. That's the condition, but we have not given the change. That means how x should change. X should increase by 1, or what should be the change to the variable. The reason behind that is within this for, we have given x plus plus over here. Just check that after printing the value of x, it will do x plus plus and then it will go back to the for. So I'll write this. I'll write this again over here for no initialization because we had already written x equal to 1. Okay. And what we are doing is within the body of the for, within the braces, we are increasing x. As we are increasing x, no change. But we have said x should be less than or equal to 10. Only if this condition is true, then only repeat the for. And we have obviously printed the value of x, just as we did earlier. So what will be the output of this? Output of this will be still 1 to 10. Isn't it so? These are various ways of writing the for. I mean, if you know that initialization has been done on top, why to write the initialization? And if you know that the change has been done within the body of the for loop, why to write change? Now, here comes the next example. Very interesting. Just check this. Example 4 is really different. We have done initialization, x is 1, and now we have done a limit of it. We have written a for without initialization, without condition, without change. We have literally written the for loop as follows. Now just check initialization here, initialization is missing, but we have already done the initialization x is 1. And also notice that the change is missing, but you can see on the left hand side the code written over here x plus plus has been done. What about the condition? Now whenever a for loop does not have a condition, listen very carefully. Whenever a for does not have a condition written inside, then such a for is a forever loop. This for loop will never break. It will go on and on forever. Okay? But then we will not have to create a forever loop. Forever loops are very dangerous because they will never stop. What we have then done is we have printed the value of x. Okay, first check this. Okay, I'll go to the left hand side code because the code is same as I was writing. Just check here, we are checking the condition. What a way! What a way! Instead of writing condition here in the for, we let the for repeat and we check the condition within the for loop. And if the condition happens to be true, then we break the for loop. Let's see how this runs. With patience, let us put it. Initially x is 1, so I am noting it, x is 1. Now starts the for, now starts this for. And listen, there is no condition. Whenever there is no condition written in the for will repeat. So it's like a true condition. Forever it repeats. So come inside the for and print. The first statement written is print. So first output will be the value of x, which is 1. I hope you have understood. Next statement written, as you see, is x plus plus. So x, which was 1, will now become 2. Agreed? Now the if is checked. If is also within the for loop. We are asking, is current value of x, note current value of x is 2. Is it greater than 10? 2 greater than 10 is false. As this condition is false, break will not run. Because the condition is false, isn't it? And the for will repeat. I hope you are understanding. So where were we? We had x equal to 2. Recall, the value of x is right now 2. And the output at the moment is only 1. Now, when you go back to the for, again the for repeats because it is forever loop. It prints the value of x, which is 2. So output now has 1 and 2. After that, x plus plus will make x as 3. Agreed? Then the condition is tested. Condition is 3 greater than 10, which is again false. Break will not occur. And the loop will repeat. But now the value of x is 3. Observe, the value of x is 3. So when the for again repeats, the value of x printed is 3, but then x plus plus here makes x as 4. But 4 greater than 10 is false, so break does not occur. So this goes on, isn't it? What will happen certainly is after some time x will become 9, correct? And after x becomes 9, you are sure that just now 9 has got printed. Let's see what happens after printing 9. X plus plus will make x as 10. Agreed? Now it checks, is 10 greater than 10? That's also false. So break will not occur and we will go back to for. Fine. Now it is printing x, but x is now 10. So 10 will get printed and then x plus plus, the statement x plus plus will make x as 11. What now comes is this condition: if x greater than 10, then break becomes true because the value of x now is 11. 11 greater than 10 is true, so break occurs. And whenever break occurs, control literally is thrown out of the for loop. So the next line runs, whichever line you have written after the for will run. One thing is there surely in this example, that I took this example before discussing if statement, isn't it? Okay, but then I expect, again I repeat, these videos are basically targeted for gate level students. So I expect that these if and break statements can be understood with little explanation. But the point is that in this entire video, we wrote just one program printing 1 to 10. This is very neat way of writing. Take value of x from 1 to 10 in the increments of 1. This is another way where we have not given initialization because initialization has been done earlier. This is third way. We have not given initialization, neither change, because initialization and change have been done at separate places. And the fourth one is we have done nothing in the for. We have not given initialization, no condition, no change. But remember, if the condition is not given, then it is treated as a true condition, and such true conditions will make for loop as a forever loop. More examples on for loop are coming up in the next videos. Thank you very much.